Yeah, you're watching my favorite YouTube channel. I'm Chill Manga. I am so glad that this Thursday I'm gonna hit up Darius on Planet Fanatics and tell him I was right about Skeleton Crew. Very enjoyable coming out of John Watts and Christopher Ford. From beginning to end, I was interested. I already wanted to like the characters and what they were gonna do. The trailers have showed me the drive for exploration from the young character. Wim is his name. Wim was a successful character. His buddy Neil, the blue thing, him and his blue family, while they were looking through the window, look up and he's in the shower and he's having a blue naked body and everything blue. I was with when it comes to Neil. Two of the characters hit and they're supposed to. That's what you wanted. Now the show began with impressive Star Wars fighting, impressive, like a pirate takeover from one ship to another. We saw some men fall. We saw some heartbreak. We saw that it was all for nothing for one measly credit. Who was that dude in the mask? That's the theories that it's sparking. I'm going to go with it was Jude Law's character. We'll see him unmasked. It'll be human. We also had like a wolf, a tribute to the older, the cantina scene, the first cantina scene. So after the space stuff, we finally get grounded. Very, very Earth-like. And that is because, and I'm not with it. I don't support that. I don't like that there was sidewalks, and I don't like the breakfast cereal thing. Too Earth-like. But it was done to be relatable. You're playing your little Game Boy or Nintendo DS in your bedroom, the mobile game, even though you're supposed to be up all night. Very Earth-like, because when we get to the ending where he's flying off in the ship, we go, we're flying off in the ship. We see ourselves in the character. I think that's what they were trying to drive home. When it came to the school stuff, awesome. I want to live in that world and go to that school. When it comes to the technology, yes, this is Star Wars technology, but the attitudes and everything is still the same. The way a teacher would teach is the same. School buses with the gum, like, again, very too similar. But yeah, it would be a droid driving the school bus. So it was imaginative for this planet. I don't think we're returning to this world anymore after the end of this episode. Of course, the dad had to have it was a single mom because they said mom, but they were talking about mom as if she was already gone. They talked about her, a single family. We had to expect that because Disney are not racist. They're not racist. Disney is we're gonna cast a black lead. Can't have a full family. It's a thing that happened over there at that studio. And if you have evidence to prove me wrong, please type a comment. But we had to do that. When it got to the first time he went to the spaceship, when he was like, it's a hatch to go to freaking the temple, the Jedi temple. I was thinking about Lost. The girls came in, and one of them's like a really cool, telling the droid, "You have to lie for me, override programming. I was upstairs studying." I got her character perfectly fine. We got her in bits until they finally met. They finally meet. They were like, "Oh my god, your thing is so wizard. Your motorcycle, man, everything was that was Star Wars. That's how they talk. Very imaginative." They finally go inside, and they took a little bit of time finding power lines that got us to there, which, don't press that button. He presses the button because he's a kid. Stupid decision to make. But because of that, we have 8 more episodes to watch. Some of you have already seen episode 2. I haven't. I'm going to go run to see episode 2 to discover who that droid is that they're in the ship with. I'm glad that the dad got to see them go off so that they're not missing, like they got kidnapped. They actually know what the problem is. So yeah, the dad and mother, all the parents, they're probably going to be having a B plot in the show. And I'm going to enjoy that also. These are child actors. They can't take over the show. They can't be overwhelmed with this hard work of carrying the show, but they are doing a good job. For episode 1, we're 1 episode deep. Jedi were mentioned. He wants to be a Jedi. Oh, give this guy the Force. Make him Force sensitive. I want him to have midichlorians so bad. All 4 of them. We need some Jedi. Hey, the time period that this takes place is not mentioned. It doesn't matter. If you're a new Star Wars viewer who've never watched Star Wars, You don't need to know what happened in Return of the Jedi. They don't mention if this is during the era of Ahsoka Tano. They don't mention if this is the era of the Old Republic. You don't need much. It's a entry-level Star Wars show. I actually went longer than I wanted to go. I'm like 5 minutes deep. I thought I could just come in and share my elation. That's what I'm doing. Everybody go ahead and check out, where is it? And I should mention I enjoyed it so much I had to go check out what Ahsoka Tano fan was saying, Star Wars theory. I wanted to know what else was happening in the Star Wars community when it came to this show. I'm loving it. I'm going to continue.
In the beginning of the episode.
Shut up. I'm going to continue watching other people's reactions, the Easter egg breakdowns on new rock stars. They did a Kendrick Lamar breakdown recently. I saw it was great. I'm going to see new rock stars. I'm going to see everyone. I'm invested in this show, at least by episode 1. And I don't see them losing me. They executed. It's the same actors who are going to be in 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think I'm here for the long haul. I enjoyed it. And I'm happy to share that. Deuces.